A very good evening from the State Futsal Centre in Bibra Lake, Western Australia. It's semi-final time again in the Nike State Futsal League. First up, it will be Cambio Cumbre, who were first on the ladder. 115, lost 2, drew 4 against fourth placed Murdoch Warriors, who won 9, lost 9 and drew 3. These two met in the winter semi-final, and it was a classic game won by the Murdoch Warriors. They won 8-5 after extra time, and Lucas Mello scored 5 goals in that match. Can he do the business again tonight? He is wearing number 7 for the Murdoch Warriors in the yellow. I'm Ashley Morrison, looking forward to bringing you all of the action this evening from the WA State Futsal Centre. Fantastic crowd in here. It's standing room only, and they've even taken all the office space to make sure they can get people in here to see the action. This is regarded as one of the best, if not the best, futsal competitions in Australia. Two captains talking to the referees at the moment. Goalkeeper Mirko Rotondo for Cambio Cumbre and Ronnie Varas for the Murdoch Warriors. I was talking to Ronnie Varas before the game. I said, can you go all the way again? He goes, we're peaking at the right time, and he believes his team can do what is required. If we look at their form in the league season, in round 3, Cambio Cumbre defeated Murdoch Warriors 3-1, and that took Cambio Cumbre top of the ladder. In round 10, though, it was Murdoch Warriors 4, Cambio Cumbre 1. Cambio dropped to second the week before after a 4-2 loss to Melville Spirit, and Murdoch was still sitting in fourth place. And then, as it came to the business end of the season, in round 17, Cambio Cumbre 3, Murdoch Warriors 3. And again, it meant Cambio Cumbre dropped to second place on the ladder, overtaken by Stirling. And it was only in the final game of the league season that Cambio Cumbre took top spot back after their game against Stirling, where they won 2-1. And Stirling dropped to second place. Stirling will be up in the next semi-final against South Fremantle. It is Murdoch Warriors in the yellow to get us underway. Cambio Cumbre in their ever-familiar red strip. Murdoch Warriors are a team who have a lot of the neutrals on their side. Tournament here has been dominated by several sides for a number of years, and Murdoch Warriors broke that domination. Sakuragi, good pass, picks out Gerardo Soto. Free kick is won by him, foul by Andre Duna. Sakuragi makes his way to the back post, still waiting for the right position for the ball. Salman Al-Hamadi over the ball. And they survive that scare. Key man for Murdoch Warriors will be their goalkeeper, Marco Barciella. He was one of the reasons they were victorious in the winter competition. Some outstanding saves and also some really, well, I don't know how you describe them. Eccentric antics is probably the best way to put them. Certainly a goalkeeper that wears his heart on his sleeve. Mello tries to get round the side, gets barged into the crowd by Al-Hamadi. It's a free kick to the Murdoch Warriors. Lucas Mello places the ball carefully. Looks up, clips the ball across to Vinicius. Rico Zuckerman, who played for the Welsh futsal team, hails from Newport and says he was a Newport County fan as a child. Comes to Zuckerman again. Sakuragi back to Soto. Zuckerman showed a lot of the ball but still managed to get the pass away. Soto runs out of space and runs the ball out of play. Marciala, again, very verbal at the back. Vinicius brings it under control. Good interplay. Can they get the shot away? Chance comes in, but it's a good save. Good save from Ahmed Rahimi. Mirko Rotondo is the captain, but he is on the bench at the moment for Cambio Cumbre. Ahmed Rahimi is in goal starting this match. Played at the Futsal Oz Champs in 2015 and also the All-Stars game in October 2015. Gathering the ball well as they were just trying to flick it on from Andre Duna. Yoshihiro Sakuragi with plenty of touches finds Al Hamadi. He cuts infield. Zuckerman, good skills from him, but he can't beat Lucas Melo. Melo was watching the ball only as Zuckerman's fast feet were going everywhere. Melo just kept his eyes on the ball, a lesson for any young player. Sakuragi plays it back. Shot comes in from Soto. Barciela blocks. It can't keep it in play. So it's a corner to the men in red, Cambio Cumbre. Soto sits deep. Sakuragi goes to the back post. Barciela saves and a bit of a mix-up at the back. Eventually it's cleared. Martins just getting a bit of a miscommunication with Andre Duna. Still alive for Cambio Cumbre. Zuckerman faked as if he was going to pick it up. Sakuragi tries a shot. It goes across the goal. Marciala looking to throw and get things on with quickly. Vinicius lays it back to Lucas Martins. Comes back to Vinicius. Martins goes back to Melo. Melo shows good footwork from him. Barges into Soto, stolen it. Soto one-on-one. Barciela saves again. Well, that was a crucial save for Murdoch with 5 minutes almost elapsed in this first semi-final. Al Hamadi always so calm on the ball. Martins almost stole it. Getting cheers from the bench below us. Melo just a touch. Oh, super skills, lifts it over. Zuckerman into the back of Andre Duna. Will be a ball from the side. No complaints from Duna. Zuckerman clapping his hands. Sakuragi dispossessed, but cleaning up at the back, Gerardo Soto. Sakuragi couldn't keep it in play. Good pressure from Murdoch Warriors. Shot comes in, really rasping shot. Saved well in the end by Rahimi. Both the goalkeepers called into action early in this match, as you would expect. Zulkarnain tries to get past Melo. Good little toe poke to Al Hamadi. Al Hamadi, though, couldn't get the shot away as Duna had hit the pitch and was on the ground. He couldn't lift it over. Now Melo's stolen possession. Good support coming for him from Vinicius, but it was just too far ahead of him. Cambio Cumbre ring the changes. Angel Hurtado on the ball now to Zulkarnain. Zulkarnain making his way forward. Sakuragi. Soto, good pass to find Zulkarnain. Tried to get it back, pushed into the face from Massimo Basulo. Crowd not making a great deal of noise at the moment, just admiring the skill on the pitch. Hurtado, well, he was looking for the run of Soto, but Soto had stopped. Martins dispossessed by Soto rather easily and then recovers and puts the ball high into the wall. Shot first time. from Hurtado, but it was wide of Barciela's goal. Basulo playing the ball forward to Vinicius. Rico Zulkarnain played it forward, and it was a shot on the turn from Eriksson. Headed away from Basulo though, brought down immediately. Played into the feet of Martins, but Sakuragi created a bit of space, got the better of Basulo, and drills the ball into the shoulder of Lucas Melo. That was a great chance for Cambio Cumbre. Sakuragi from Japan, just robbed. Good tackle again. It was a crucial tackle at the top of the circle. Martins to Vinicius. He was looking for the run of Lucas Melo. Melo applauds because he'd stopped, and had he kept running, it would have been a tap-in. Brilliant interplay by the Murdoch Warriors. The drumming starts up. Samba soccer at its best. Melo, well, he milked that a little bit, but he gets the decision. Goes against Al-Khamadi, who can't believe his luck. Barciela gets a touch. Basulo. And again, Melo involved as a strong challenge comes in, this time from Angel Hurtado. Basulo, good diagonal pass from him. Strong challenge. Forces Vojdani away from goal. Basulo goes round the side, but Al-Khamadi puts the ball out of play. Melo telling Vojdani to get further forward. Closed down before he could get the pass into the area he was aiming for. Oh, it was a good pass from Martins for Basulo, but just too far ahead. Had he got a touch, it may well have beaten Rahimi. Hurtado, short pass. Eriksson back to Hurtado. Sakuragi under immense pressure at the top of the D. Lucas Martins had to put that pressure on Sakuragi, or he would have turned and had a shot. There's still a little bit of pushing. Al-Khamadi and Lucas Melo will be play on. Stefan Eriksson. They've taken too long, so now it is a chip over the top. It's just gone over the goal. Vojdani spotting an opportunity. Rahimi had come to the edge of his area thinking it was still Cambio Cumbre's free kick. Ball looked as if it went out of play on that occasion, but Eriksson was lucky. What a save from Rahimi to deny Basulo. A shot out of pretty much nothing. Basulo taking it first time, and Rahimi acrobatically tipping it over the bar. Martins back to Basulo. Melo in space on the right. We're in the final 10 minutes of the first half. Still no goals. Super skills from Melo. Melo hits the turf. Free kick will go his way, and the man penalised will be Angel Hurtado, who walks away. Gets a card. Melo still on the ground. Barciela has come out of his goal to always give his opinion, never shy of a few words. Was a very strong challenge. Melo was working his magic, jinking one way, then the other. Barciela, I think he wanted a red card. Well, it's never nice to see players requesting the referee book another player. Amazingly, Lucas Melo walking without a limp as he gets to his feet. Pulling wide is Vojdani. Basulo and Lucas Mello just on the halfway. Basulo tried to curl it in the top corner, but it was too high. And a chance goes begging for the Murdoch Warriors. They are the defending champions, having won the WA State Futsal Winter Competition back in September of last year. Beat this opposition in the semi-final last time around. First time shot, it's high and goes a long way away from the goal. Cambio Cumbre scored the most goals in the league season, 115 goals and just 45 against, an average of 5.75 per game. Murdoch Warriors just averaging 3.4 goals a game. They only managed 68 in their 21 games. Hurtado, Basulo to beat. Basulo gets his foot to the ball. Good skills, keeps it in play, but then as he tried to flick it forward, it goes out. So Cambio Cumbre, can they break the deadlock? 7 minutes remaining in the first half. Sakuragi goes square. Hurtado shape to shoot, goes back to Sakuragi. Played into the Murdoch player and goes out of play. Chipped over the head of Martins. Vojdani kicks the ball into the roof. Anywhere would do. Soto, good pass to Al Hamadi, but it just bubbled as he was trying to play the pass. Certainly Murdoch on the back foot at the moment. Mello blocks, Vojdani gets the rebound. Mello makes his way forward. Al Hamadi to beat, and as he shoots, Al Hamadi blocks, and Al Hamadi tells him what he thinks. Mello very rarely shows any emotion on the pitch. Ice cool Lucas Mello. Sakuragi. Hurtado. Shot comes in just wide of Barciella's goal. Soto actually with the shot, my apologies. So Gerardo Soto will take the corner. He now plays it back to Hurtado. Sakuragi closed down by Martins. Martins almost stole it, but it's now with Al Hamadi. And he plays it forward, and Barciella picks up with ease. Basulo, though, has given it away, and it's picked up by Soto. Hurtado. Sakuragi on the left-hand side now. Can he find some space for Cambio Cumbre there? Al Hamadi takes on Vojdani. Ricochet. Will be another corner to Cambio Cumbre. Just click past the final 5 minutes of the first half. Still no goals between Cambio Cumbre in the red and Murdoch Warriors in the yellow. Hurtado. Sakuragi closed down by Basulo, but gets it back to Hurtado. Martins nutmegged. Now it's a chance for Sakuragi, but he shot it into the chest of Marco Barciella, who says, "Bring it on." Now Barciella is a character, very demonstrative, as Zulkarnain was trying to get the shot away, but just couldn't bring it under control. Rico Zulkarnain played forward, and it was another good chance. Angel Hurtado. The first attempt was blocked, and then it was an audacious back heel. Picked up by Hurtado again. Zulkarnain was there, but Basulo heads the ball away. Comes back to Rico Zulkarnain. Zulkarnain again. Sakuragi keeps it under control, but Loses out to Vojdani. Back to the captain. Ronnie Varas is on there now to add a bit of steel to Murdoch defence. They don't want to concede. Lays back, shot comes in. Barciala saves with his leg. Pass was a good one to the back of the D from Rico Zulkarnain, and that was a great opportunity. Basula, though, wasting it. Just the keeper to beat, and he put it into the roof. Hurtado just having a quick discussion with Sakuragi. Gerardo Soto couldn't get it past Basulo. Ronnie Varas under pressure. Varas stays calm and somehow gets the decision as he played it into Gerardo Soto. And he'll tell you he knew what he was doing there. Very risky. Barciala wasn't worried. Good long throw forward, finds Fred Vanin. Vanin coming back. Forces the ball to be played back by Gerardo Soto. Sakuragi finds Hurtado in space. He jinks round Varas, and the shot just wide of Barciala. We're in the final minute and a half of the first half. Still no goals here at the WA State Futsal Centre in the first semi-final of the WA State Futsal League summer competition sponsored by Nike. Soto back to Rico Zulkarnain, and shot goes in and it's played into the roof by Barciala. Will be a ball from the side. Rico Zulkarnain goes back to Hurtado. Zulkarnain drives it into Lucas Mello. Strong body clash there. Fred Vanin trying to backheel it but unable to do so. The free kick goes the way of Cambio Cumbre. Lucas Mello has a little bit of a discussion with the referee, then offers him the ball. Comes wide. Gerardo Soto off the side of his foot. Frustration. Knows he should have probably done a little bit better, and that was almost a great chance. Hurtado, they're just throwing the weight off Fred Vanin. Sakuragi looks like he's directing traffic. Barciala just wants the ball at the far end of the pitch. Good header away from Zulkarnain. Vanin out wide to Ronnie Varas, finds Mello. Mello doesn't get the free hit kick, rather that is the end of the first half. No goals to either side, but it's been scintillating futsal here at the WA State Futsal Centre. Half-time score, Cambio Cumbre 0, Murdoch Warriors 0. Second half about to get underway in this first semi-final of the Nike WA State Futsal League semi-finals. Cambio Cumbre in red versus Murdoch Warriors in yellow. It's 0-0. Who will be the first team to score? As we mentioned, these two met in the semi-final in the winter competition. Cambio Cumbre lost 8-5 after extra time in that match. And Cambio Cumbre were the defending champions. Cambio Cumbre have changed their goalkeepers. Mirko Rotondo, their captain, has taken his position in goal. Diagonal pass looking for Al-Hamadi, but it was a little bit behind him. Martins picks out Mello, makes a good run forward, but ball just spinning out of play. Looking at the form of these two teams, shouldn't be surprised it was 0-0 at half-time. Cambio Cumbre have not lost a game since round 10 when Murdoch beat them 4-1. So that is a fantastic season, and if we look at Murdoch Warriors, they have not lost their last 8 games. They will be certainly hoping they don't lose this one. One team will be disappointed. Who will it be? Soto makes a good run forward. Eriksson cuts across the pitch, runs into Vinicius. Al-Hamadi cleans up and then takes a tumble. I think the whistle had gone almost before he hit the deck. Apologies though coming in from Lucas Martins. Al-Hamadi is a very tricky customer, there's no doubt about that. Originally from Kuwait, he's been in Perth since 2014 when he joined Cambio Cumbre. Has become a really key player for them. Rico Zulkarnain goes back to Gerardo Soto. Stefan Eriksson hemmed in on the far side. Eriksson, just 22 years of age, studying at Edith Cowan University. Hails from Stockholm in Sweden. Mello, short pass. That was drilled into Eriksson by Vinicius. Not a lot of thought in that attempt, but it has gained them about a metre on the far side of the pitch. Mello drives it, and again Eriksson throws himself at the ball to block and does so effectively. Mello again steps back, ready to maybe try a running shot. This time he just tries to dink it past Eriksson, has to stretch out his leg almost telescopically to keep possession for his team. Zulkarnain doing really well to win possession back for Cambio Cumbre. It will now be their ball from the side. Comes across to Gerardo Soto. He finds Al-Hamadi, who hammers it into the shins of Andre Duna. Soto with plenty of space. Finds Eriksson. Eriksson forced back by Mello. Mello very physical in his challenges. Follows Eriksson as he makes a run forward. Zulkarnain, brilliant pass to Soto. Good shot on the run from him and a good block from Martins. Murdoch regroup. Starts setting up well. Martins, good ball forward for Andre Duna, but pressure from Eriksson stopped him bringing it under control first time. Al-Hamadi lifts it high over the top. Zulkarnain turned, but couldn't get onto the ball in time before it ran out of play. Andre Duna. Ooh, a bit of a mix-up between him and Martins, and it's a corner given away. Barciela didn't keep the ball in play, not quite sure why. Maybe just fancies a little bit of action. Al-Hamadi, Zulkarnain with a shot, and Barciela saw it late through a crowded area, just tipped it round the corner. Soto shoots this time, it comes off Duna, it'll be another corner. This time from the left-hand side as Cambio Cumbre attack. Rico Zulkarnain goes in front of Barciela. There's a lot of pushing. Comes to Zulkarnain now. Tried to find Al Hamadi. Comes back to him. Has some of the fastest feet in the business. He goes back to Soto. Al Hamadi again forced back to Soto. Now he plays it out to Eriksson on the right-hand side. Strong challenge from Vinicius. Al Hamadi tried to clip it forward. Mello got him late. A plaintive look towards the referee. Nothing doing, and Al Hamadi gets to his feet and comes back and does a great job defensively. Not quite sure what Mirko Rotondo was doing there. Just fired it the length of the pitch. Mirko Rotondo, who was with the Perth Lions originally, he was a sponsored athlete for them, and he played with Cambio Cumbre when they won the Futsal Oz Trophy in 2015. Al Hamadi, very, very strong on the ball. Eriksson closed down, good pass, finds Zulkarnain. He was looking for the run back to Eriksson. It's been stolen. Zulkarnain, wow, that was brilliant. How he stole that back, ball over the top. Forced Martins to play it into the roof because Eriksson, if he'd have missed it, was through on Barciela's goal. Hurtado plays it out to Gerardo. Soto shoots. Barciela saves. Good chance for a counter-attack. Vinicius gets some space. His shot goes wide, though, of Rotondo's goal. That was curling. It just curled too far. Duna was looking to play it back to Vinicius. Sakuragi in a forward position. Shot comes in, deflected off Duna as the shot was coming in from Hurtado. Vojdani just drops the ball and Hurtado has to step forward. Corner taken. Soto played it first time. Mello, strong challenge. Mello's kept running. It's a good pass to him. Doesn't bring it under control. Rotondo saves. Keeps the ball in play and then just clears it up the other end of the pitch, and another ball gets stuck in the side. There are balls everywhere at the moment. We got one in the roof, two in the back of the goal. Vojdani. Martins, well, he's going to make Basulo work. Basulo just falling over. Somehow it comes to Vojdani. He just miscontrolled when he needed to bring it under control and get a shot away. Mello skips past one challenge, plays it across, but nobody is forward for the Murdoch Warriors. Still 0-0. 8 minutes elapsed in the second half of this first semi-final of the WA State Futsal League. Sakuragi points forward, played forward by Hurtado. Sakuragi gives it back to Hurtado. Martins looks to close down, but Hurtado manages to find Sakuragi. Al Hamadi, strong challenge in the back from Basulo. Alex Lalovic on, wearing number 12 for Cambio Cumbre. Ricochets, Sakuragi cleans up. It's cut out again by Martins. Lalovic does well, skips out of one challenge. Was looking to feed Hurtado, but was unable to do so. It will be a Murdoch Warriors ball from the side. Basulo to the baseline, and he just falls into the crowd, but his cross went high and far into the side. Lucas Mello just leaving the ball. Has to be taken from the side. Hurtado goes back. Rotondo telling everyone to pull wide up front. Hurtado's given it to Mello. Mello skips past Rotondo, and Lucas Mello has opened the scoring. Who else was likely to do so but Lucas Mello the hero of their finals run in 2015. Gives us a wave up here in the commentary position. When it's a big game, Lucas Mello steps up. 1-0 to the Murdoch Warriors with 10 minutes remaining. That was the perfect opportunity to strike back immediately, but the ball just went behind Lalovic. Dreadful mistake at the back by Cambio Cumbre. You can't do that with Lucas Mello. Hurtado loses out. Vojdani had a bit of space but just showed too much of the ball, and Lalovic coming back closed him down. Cambio Cumbre are a favourite team. They have strong support, but Murdoch Warriors, and that was brilliant from Martins. The crowd appreciating that. Applause all around the stadium. We're in the final 9 minutes of the match. Gerardo Soto turns, but brilliant tackle again by Lucas Martins. Al-Khamari finds Soto. Martins did a little shimmy of the hips. Ball goes back to Sakuragi. Basulo in front of him. Leaves it behind. Soto to Al-Khamari. Back to Sakuragi. Skips past Basulo. Coming back to help out was Vojdani. And Basulo is arguing with his own teammates on the bench. There's no need for that. Al-Khamari looks to capitalise just over the bar. Ciala will say he had it covered, and Matondo has lost it to Mello again. Mello, that was a handball, surely. Well, no, it was off the post, is the call. Well, that was a let-off for Cambio Cumbre. Lucas Mello again pouncing on a mistake by Mirko Rotondo. And then his shot hitting the post. It looked to me as if it might have struck the hand of Gerardo Soto, but he was very quick to indicate it rebounded off the post, not his hand. Lucas Mello wanting Cambio Cumbre players back, and the ball rolls away from the side. Shot comes in from Martins, but it's a long way off target. Rotondo, short little roll out to Al-Khamari. Hurtado. Sorry, it's Soto. Zulkarnain, is he going to get the free kick from Basulo? Basulo just buzzing around like a mosquito. Very annoying, and a timeout has been called. Murdoch Warriors will not mind this at all. Cambio Cumbre have to find a way back into this game. 7 minutes remaining. They're trailing by 1-0. Have they got what it takes? They've had a fantastic season. Finished top of the ladder. Only lost 2 games. They lost to Murdoch in round 10, 4-1. And they lost 4-2 in round 9 to Melville Spirit. Other than that, they were undefeated. They drew 4, won 15. Top scorers with 115 goals. But they're trailing in this game, the one that matters, the semi-final against Murdoch Warriors. Great crowds here at the WA State Futsal Centre in Bibra Lake, and they're being thoroughly entertained. Second semi-final coming up after this game. That will see Stirling FC, formerly Brazajinga, taking on South Fremantle. Players make their way back out after the timeout. Can Cambio Cumbre find a way back? Sakuragi from the side goes to his captain Mirko Rotondo, tries a shot, ricochets off Vojdani. They've won a corner. Al-Khamari will take it, lurking deep at the back post is Gerardo Soto, and that came off the underside of the crossbar from Sakuragi. Barciela wags his finger saying it didn't cross the line. no doubt about that. And again, Mello causing Rotondo trouble at the back. Handshake between the two. Corner has been awarded to the Murdoch Warriors. Comes back, shot fired in from Vojdani. But again, always curling away from Rotondo's goal. Al-Hamadi back heels it to Sakuragi. Soto. My apologies for that as I clear my throat. Barciela wanting someone to come close. He's going to have to go long. It's a dreadful throw from him. Zulkarnain could be set up here. It was played behind him. Well, that looked a gilt-edged opportunity for Cambio Cumbre. And there was no doubt that Gerardo Soto knew he should have done better with the pass. The way he put his face in his hands. Basulo is Lucas Mello rather is penalised for carrying the ball too far up the side. He says he didn't know. Comes across to Sakuragi, but it was a shimmy from Vojdani, put him off. Basulo through the legs of Sakuragi, but cleaned up by Soto. Soto skips away from Martins. Still with Gerardo Soto. Barciela does well. Played back by Sakuragi, and the shot from Zulkarnain. Zulkarnain takes a deflection and goes wide. Any mistake likely to be punished. We're approaching the final 5 minutes. Martins intercepts but can't keep the ball in play. Cambio Cumbre applying the pressure. Soto tries a shot. This time he doesn't get a touch. And the ball will go to Barciela. So demonstrative. Clipped forward and straight away Rotondo will roll the ball out to Salman Al-Hamadi. Good pass and it'll be another corner. Rico Zulkarnain doing well, playing the ball off Vojdani. Goes back to Rotondo. Drills a shot forward. Vojdani was just trying to side foot that the length of the pitch. Sakuragi creates some space, but he hits the ball into the backside of Lucas Martins. Zulkarnain, well, that was brilliant, and Barciela makes 2 saves, but the third time he cannot deny Ruko Zulkarnain, who equalises for Cambio Cumbre. Well, Barciela saved twice, the ricochet came back a third time to Rico Zulkarnain, and he just flicked it into the roof of the net with Barciela on the deck. That is 1 goal apiece with just over 3 minutes remaining. Are we headed for extra time, or can one of the teams find a winner in normal time? Mello, brilliant from him. Oh, Rotondo almost let that creep under his foot. You do feel that Lucas Mello may be the key for Murdoch again. Sakuragi skips past one challenge, across it comes. Al-Hamadi with Barciela. Barciela saves again, and look at the animated response from the Brazilian goalkeeper. Well, he played in the Pan American Games in Toronto in 2015 where he won gold. Marco Barciela. He loves his futsal and is such an entertainer. Sakuragi loses out. Basulo played it forward. Rotondo keeps the ball moving. That's a good pass. Hurtado blocked. Lucas Mello is robbed by Hurtado, but Martins carries forward now for Murdoch. Tried a shot, a dribbling shot with his left foot, but it went the wrong side of the post. Rotondo throws out. Mello intercepts, plays it forward to Basulo, who decided to shoot on the turn when Lucas Mello was really making a good run into a good position. Just needed the ball played back to him. Hurtado skips away from one challenge. Martins again with a really telling tackle. My apologies, on that occasion it was Vinicius with the telling tackle. Eriksson plays it forward. Gerardo Soto through the legs of Mello. Barciela keeps it in play. Doesn't want to concede the corner. Eriksson waving his arms about rather unsportingly. We're in the final 2 minutes of normal time. Lucas Mello skips past Soto and gives him a push in the back. Are we going to see a late winner? You feel whoever scores now will seal the game. Zulkarnain hits the post! Well, what a pass that was. Barciela was beaten. All ends up. And Rico Zulkarnain told him so. Sakuragi was looking to pick out Eriksson. Zulkarnain wants the ball back. Martins has it though for Murdoch Warriors. Martins tries the diagonal pass for Basulo, but it was behind him. Sakuragi as we enter the final minute. Zulkarnain back to Sakuragi. Back to Zulkarnain! And Zulkarnain has beaten Barciela. Barciela's going to go off. They need an extra player on the pitch. And a card has been issued to Rico Zulkarnain for taking his shirt off. But Sakuragi, you feel, was the man who really set that up. Didn't bring it under control, and he laid it back to Rico Zulkarnain, who made no mistake. Great awareness from Yoshihiro Sakuragi. He may well have given his team a victory. 2-1 with 57 seconds left on the clock. Rico Zulkarnain gets his second, and Cambio Cumbre have 1 foot in the final. Rico Zulkarnain, who represented Great Britain at the European Street Soccer Cup in 2013. He's played futsal in Indonesia and also in the USA. Has he scored the winner in this semi-final? Sakuragi was the man who set him up, no doubt about it. Mello, there's no goalkeeper for Murdoch. They have to throw caution to the wind. Great pass! What a goal! They've got one back! Vinicius volleyed from the narrowest of angles. How did that go in? Rotondo cannot believe he was beaten. Murdoch Warriors go and rub it into the bench. There's going to be a card. Vinicius will pick one up. He says, I'll take it. That is incredible. 57 seconds left, and they have pulled this match level. And the roof has been lifted off the WA State Futsal Centre. That was an outstanding goal. Zulkarnain's first was good. That was brilliant. Sakuragi, can he create something again? Martins tidying up at the back, but he's given possession away. Hurtado tries to pick out Al Hamadi. Vinicius gets it on halfway. Pressure from him. Just a toe poke goes back to Barciela, who's back on the pitch now. His team are level. But Vinicius' pass, flat-footed Martins. Al Hamadi across the goal. Miss kick from Vinicius. And it was a grab on Lucas Mello. Quick glance at the clock from Angel Hurtado. Professional foul. Fred Van Int makes his way forward. He's a goal scorer. Can he get the winner? 17 seconds remaining on the clock. Vinicius goes back to Andre Duna. Comes out wide to Lucas Mello. Mello cuts in field. Mello feeds the ball to Van Int. It's touched off Rotondo wide, and Mello is really annoyed that it was a shot from Van Int. He felt it should have been played across the area, and he was on hand to fire it home. 9 seconds remaining. Ricochets out of play. 8 seconds now. The clock has stopped. Mello tries to find a way along the side. Goes out of play again. 6 seconds remaining. Cambio Cumbre, concentration written all over their faces. Mello shoots! Mello scores again! I do not believe it! Lucas Mello breaks into a smile. His team need him so much. And once again, when they need him, he steps up and delivers. What a goal from Lucas Mello. Mirko Rotondo was left just as watching it as it whistled past his left hand. 4 seconds remaining. Can Cambio Cumbre find a goal? Desperate tackles coming in. Mello sliding in with Vinicius. 1 second remaining. Al Hamadi has to shoot. A wall is erected. Comes across. Hurtado shoots. Duna clears. And would you believe it? Cambio Cumbre, who only lost 2 games in the season, finished top of the league, have been beaten once again in the semi-final by the Murdoch Warriors. Lucas Mello scoring 2. Vinicius, when it looked as if the game was over, 57 seconds remaining and they were trailing 2-1, and Vinicius volleyed home, and then with even less time on the clock, just 8 seconds, Lucas Mello got a second and gave the Murdoch Warriors the lead. They will be in the final tomorrow. What a game we've witnessed. Murdoch Warriors are thoroughly entertaining. Lucas Mello is a hero. Final score, it is Cambio Cumbre 2, Murdoch Warriors 3.